So what's your first reaction to this?
My first reaction when I was drafted by the Islanders. I mean, you wait for this your whole life, and then when it finally happened, I mean, you're really excited. All your family's there to support you, and then going down to that table and seeing Brian Trottier and Gar Snow, I mean, it was an unreal experience.
Talking about, you said Bill Barocco, a guy you've never seen play, was one of something higher. Just talk about a guy you never saw play, a guy from your hometown. Just talk about just Bobby or two guys that are pretty good defensemen.
Yeah, just being from Northern Ontario, Timmins, Bill Barocco was from there. I read a lot about him. You hear a lot of stuff, and my grandpa's grave's actually right by his, so I mean, it's always good to see an NHL player from Timmins, especially a guy that died so tragic. So, I mean, I don't know, it's just a fun guy to read about, and definitely made his mark in the NHL.
What about Bobby Orr?
Bobby Orr, I mean, what can you say about him? I mean, greatest player ever, and just the way he handled himself on and off the ice, it's somebody you look up to, and you wanna try and be like him.
Talk about your skills. What would you compare yourself to?
I have to say, kind of like a Brown Rafalski type player. I'm small, I'm skilled, I skate really well, and I can pass the puck really well. So I think I can bring a lot of skill to the New York Islanders.
We have a guy now named Andre Bergeron. Talk about your comparison to him.
Yeah, he's another really small, skilled defenseman, and yeah, I'd like to compare myself to him too. I mean, he can move the puck really well. He skates really well too, and yeah, I mean that's another good comparison as well.
What's your sense about the timetable next year?
Yeah, right now I still got some growing to do, still some maturing to do. So I'm gonna finish out my junior career, and then hopefully maybe make the Islanders out of junior, or play a year or two in the AHL just to get used to the pro game, and I think I'd be able to step in after that.
Do you want to go to training camp just to see what it's like, what it's like at that kind of level, what those players are like, just get a feel beforehand?
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, just seeing how all the pros handle themselves on and off the ice again. They're professionals, and I want to learn from them, so I'd definitely love to go to main camp and see what it's all about.
As you've been coming up through the ranks, has size been something people have talked to you a lot about, or is the game getting to the place now where people stop talking about that kind of thing?
Yeah, growing up, people always question my size. When I got drafted into the OHL, they told me I was too small to play there too, and now come the NHL draft, they've been saying the same thing. So I just got to go out there and keep working hard and prove people wrong that doubted me throughout my career.
Do you feel the way the game is going now, it's an emphasis on skill, and that it's really, size is not as important as it was?
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime you can move out on the ice, it's going to benefit you in the new game. And yeah, being a smaller person, I don't think it's going to affect me or any other small player, as long as you're willing to go in the corners and fight it out with the bigger, stronger guys.
Up in front of the net, things have changed now as far as calling out a clutching the guy in front. So how have you changed your game as far as getting body position in front of the net?
Yeah, it's all about body position and making sure the guy in front of the net can't get a stick on the puck. So you gotta have an active stick on his, and yeah, it's just that you can't obviously cross-check the guy anymore. So it's just all about positioning and trying to get a stick off the ice and making sure you can't hit the puck.
You had a chance to meet Ted Nolan yet?
Actually, I played against his son growing up in summer hockey and stuff, so he's another northern boy from Sault Ste. Marie, and I got to talk to him a few times growing up and playing against his son in minor hockey.
What's your impressions of Coach Nolan?
Oh, he's a great coach. I mean, he won Coach of the Year in the NHL, Buffalo, and just from talking to him a few times with my parents and stuff, he's a really down-to-earth guy, really nice guy, so I'm looking forward for the opportunity to talk with him again and hopefully play for him one day.
You know, he's a no-nonsense, demanding kind of coach. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, when you're coach, you gotta have control over it. You're the boss, and I think that's great.
Who got the better of those games, you and Nolan's son?
I think it went both ways there. We won a few games, they did too, and he's another great player too.
Was that Brandon?
Jordan Nolan.